his 4 capacitors is in the center of the stack unit, in the place of the GANs balls. So
why not? If he works and it gives him a response, why not? We learn from them.
No, it's not working up to now. He said when you switch it on from A to B, he saw some sparks on the switch. So
don't know what is it connected? Is it connected to a battery or to a grid?
他问你是怎么连接这个？是用市电启动的，还是那个用它的那个电池启动？
市电启动的。
哦，用市电。He said connect to the grid. Yeah.
Yeah. Then when it switches on, you take the grid off, and it's just a start.
他说你市电切换。
You have a potential difference. You see the energy release.
他说电势不一样，你这样切换的时候是有火花，这样。
我是用那个。
直接问了我火花的问题。
我是用的那个船型开关嘛，它就是直接切换的时候那边市电是断开的嘛，然后这头它直接就接触，它接触的时候那边是完全断开的。可以看一下吧，要不我把船型开关给你知道吧？应该我可以给你看一下。
你看一下吧。
What energy do they get?
I'm sorry? He's showing the switch. I don't know what the name is.
Tell him to move to the right. It's come too close, we can't see anymore.
往右边挪一点，你要保证桌子在那个摄像头中间。
Maybe he can turn the camera down, so I think that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right, Rick. What is there? There's a drill?
有个电钻嘛，他说。
Compressor.
那个是这个吗？这
是绕线机。
是那个绕线机。
哦，绕线机。It's for winding coils.
这个就是个船型开关，这边切换的时候，它另一边是完全断开的。
It's switch. He said when switch to the other side is the first side is completely disconnected. So there isn't any problem on the switch, Mr. Cash.
Okay, thanks very much. But that's the 2 compressors look to be the same, equal, and it will have a problem.
他说这个2个压缩机是一样的嘛，这样就没有电势差是不行的，必须要一个大一个小，一个强一个弱。
对的，就是一个大一个小的。
Is that it's different? They're different.
They're different. Okay, no problem. But ask him to look at the blueprint. Hopefully, Renan will put it up today, tomorrow. This is an update on the what do you call the generators. They need to be adjusted on the drawing.
Okay.
Is Douglas in the background? Can you see Douglas? Or he's not there?
开始先说你这个之后要改善一下这个连接方式，然后之后那个瑞尼会改一下蓝图的，所以现在启动不了也比较正常吧。OK。
然后还有其他的什么吗？
I don't see Douglas right now, Mr. Kish.
He's not there?
I don't think so.
Don't think so. He must be asleep. Please. Can you go back? Somebody made a comment. What was that comment? Who made that comment? Can you see with the last comment which just came up on the Zoom chat?
Mark Herb says, is Mr. Cash dyslexic?
I don't know. You come and check. Never been one. Can you delete him, please? Take him off the chat. Don't let him back in. Okay, go back. We don't need trolls. Just delete him up. Don't let him back in ever. You have to allow the system to reset itself. You have to allow the system to operate in a new manner, and something which we notice in different experiments is that how you position these two compressors will affect the performance of some of the systems. We are trying to replace the compressors with solid state. We're testing in different ways. So when you work with these compressors, even with what we realize, the positioning of the system, maggrav systems into the compressors can and could have effect on the performance. Any other question?
还有问题吗？
可以问一个，这个，请凯史老师看一下我这样的无限环，如果我不断的往外加，就是说1、2、3、4、5、6啊，这样不断的往外加，这样是否可以？
是什么意思？不断往外加？
就是说无限环。
我知道，
这1、2、3。
Excuse me, is this the stacker unit? A stacker 1, a stacker 2, a stacker 3?
No, this infinite loop. Can we add more loops outside the smallest loop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why not? It could be beneficial.
他说可能也很有效。
这种是可以的，是吧？
可能比较有效，他说，有效的。
是。好，谢谢。
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Cash.
Thank you very much. There is nothing wrong. You open. You are the frontier runners of this technology. You try, you tell, we see, we learn. Any others?
Mr. Cash,
yes?
This is Rosie. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay. Because recently we mentioned a lot to drink the plasma liquid, but there's some discussion in Chinese group that some people said that don't drink too much the liquid plasma because maybe it will have some heavy metal inside it, will impact the health. So I hope you can clarify this. And
depends what you call heavy metal. There is no, when you make these, water should have no metal left in it. There should be nothing. It should be clear top, the top you take. And you should not be digesting anything to have a heavy metal. Where does the heavy metal come in? You have a zinc and copper, and that's all it is. Unless you use other materials which we don't know, that's all it is. You use the water, the top, which is very pure. You don't use the bottom. And whatever if there is any structure left even in the top, it just purifies through the body. It takes with it what is not needed. It's a plasma condition, it's a matter condition, it doesn't interact with the body. It's in the cancer state, which is monoatomic, and it does not carry a structure with it. You should not use any water near the GANS material. You always let it fully settle and you just take the top, especially if you're using it for digestion.
And what about quantities, Mr. Kesh?
We
what
don't
would-
advise more than 1 or 2 spoons a day.
Right. Some people might be having cups of it or more.
Oh my God. We don't advise more than 1 or 2 or 3 spoons a day.
Okay, and I have another question. That is, some Chinese people, they do some tests, and they found that if they use the salt which has iodine inside it, and they found that maybe it's not a good quality gas, or maybe it's just only a chemistry mixture, and they found that should be used sea salt. So is the adding in the salt will impact the quality of the gas, or even some salt? I know they have added the fluoride inside it.
I don't know, it depends. When you use a sea salt, you carry everything which is in the sea. This is what we say all the time. Is the sea salt GANS one of the best things because it carries all the minerals we need? Maybe yes, but on the other hand, it carries other things which we don't want to have as well. That is what is inside. If you don't have, and what you introduce, would our body take from it or would our body reject it?
Yes, because in China the salt must added some iodine inside it by the government, or some rule that when you
Yeah,
produce.
but you use the GANS of it and then the liquid GANS of it. If the body needs it, we'll take it. If it doesn't link up with it. It's exactly how we deal with cancer. If there is a lack and there is a wrong and it needs to bring a balance, the body will take, otherwise it doesn't take the rest. It's a very interesting phenomena, and a lot of, maybe this answers partially what you're talking about. If you go on certain type of food digestion system or go and eat for food, if you eat, for example, man-made additives and reprocessed food, these have combinations which your body is not unknown, so it tries to store it. When it comes, it might need it. But if you eat, for example, 100 grams of, let's say, a fruit, has all the vitamins, minerals which you need for that day or for your body need. The rest of it, we eat a kilo of it, the body has to work to get rid of that extra amount you've eaten. And that creates and takes energy, and is one of the best ways for those who want to lose weight, but in a specific way. And this works the same way. Body only takes in the natural process what it needs, and the rest is rejected. When you add and hold solid gas, because then it attaches to the, in a way, absorbs a lot of energy to itself, if it's heavy metals, whatever you call the GANs of. But if there is a need to the body for that energy, it gives it too. So your body doesn't hold on to what doesn't need, and it finds a way to process it. And especially in a GANs state, it's directly rejected. We'll show some what we call data, scientific data, that you'll understand very, very rapidly. That's why it was so successful with Fukushima. If you remember, with the test of the GANs on the mouse, how they measured everything which came out of the body of the animal was equal to the poison, or what you call it, radioactive material, which they gave to the animal to start with. The rest doesn't work, is non-toxic, which means it doesn't stay in the body. There is a lot of rumors goes in China, we hear it, and this is something they are aware of, different things, and they try to connect the technology to their understanding. It's respected, but it has to be put in order as well.
Okay, thanks. But is there any method to test the GANs? Because some people said that, you said before, the GANs can't be dissolved in the strong acid or strong alkaline liquid, and so they put the GANs inside it and found some of GANs disappear and some
So
they
they are
still.
not GANs. They are not GANs. We see that. We know that. There are different ways of testing it. You have to understand part of the process goes in the matter state and part of the process stays in the gas state. And partially the acid itself create a condition for the gas to convert to near enough to a matter state or energy state. Don't forget, just because you put acid in there, you are separated. The acid with the GANs in absorbing the energy, it creates the environment which can use part of the GANs itself. It doesn't dissolve in it. Now it's taking a new stage and it's a new state.
So
What you
we can't
what you
use.
have, let me explain this. What you have when you add these acids to left is means the acid is saturated with what it needs from the GANs. It doesn't dissolve it. It's like another virus. It takes energy from it. You have to understand the process. What kind of acid, what's the kind of GANs, and what is the energy transfer in the plasma condition. It doesn't dissolve. This is what we explain even in a test, that you see the center core emptying or you see your core emptying. Oh, it's empty. It's not empty. The energy is transferred in the GANs into the balanced condition of his environment. Inside is pure plasma, is pure field. Translate the knowledge the way it is, not to fit with what it's something to explain the wrong way. When you add acid, I had this discussion with the Innovation Center yesterday, I think, or today, regarding the use of acids in cores to increase the alkalineness or acidic. And I explained to them the same thing. If you want to add an acidic in a gas, you find an acidic gas which is high, that it can interact. You don't go and buy sulfuric acid and add to it. You can find materials which are highly acidic, but they carry, or they're produced by the fruit, which means it's in the state of cancer. I've explained this many times. In a gas state, you don't lose your matter. It means the environment you put it in needs the energy of the gas for it to become to balance with the gas. What is left is the balance which was not needed. If you add more acid, you'll find the rest disappear too. It's an energy transfer. It's not dilution. What's the time? It's nearly 4 hours, 20 minutes we've been gone. Shall we call it a day, Rick?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mr. Pesh, I
Yeah.
think you earned your pay today.
Oh, not good enough. I need a little bit more. The payment is not good. Can I have a little bit more, boss?
Okay, double.
Double. Let me explain again, please. If you want to show your technology, if you want to show your science, if you want to show or learn from the people who are doing it, if you are a manufacturer, manufacturing different kind of things of the Keshe Foundation, GANs and whatever, or if you want to come and learn new ways, as we announced, you can book. We are not holding any reservation. It has to be done and completed immediately. You can attend the conference in Rome, 12, 13, 14. Submit papers. If you want to bring papers or if you want to share knowledge, we accept your papers to be shown. If you're a housewife, you developed something very simple, you're still a scientist. If you're an electronic engineer or a professor and you want to show something, you still have the same room. We close these bookings very quickly now because As you've seen in Rome, we reached the numbers we put out. I think about 500 seats in the conference room is enough, and we only have 400 accommodation. It starts on Saturday, 11th, you can arrive. 12th, 13th, 14th is a presentation of the papers, and we finish on the 15th. 15th is the Thursday. We'll do a live presentation of the teaching, depending on what room capacity we can get, because we know the main hall will be available. If you want to apply for Ghana, Ghana has opened up. It's mainly scientific for Ghanaian and the other nationals in Africa. If you want to join there, again, we confirm the conference in April and March. It's us who's got to build the technology, not somebody comes and do it. You build a system, you discover something, you've done acid with GANs and you want to write a paper with it, and it's applicable, you have a platform. No organization gives such a freedom for sharing knowledge. And the organization knows us, is you, and you have to build it. The more conferences, the more we publish papers, the easier will be understood. It's not something on the internet. When you have presented a paper in a world conference, maybe from 30, 40, 50 nationalities will attend, you gain your own statue and your own stage for delivering knowledge. There is no control, and we allow you to bring in. You have a reactor you want to show, and we support these kind of moves. Come in and share knowledge. We've seen it in past conferences. People don't even go to sleep. They're around the clock, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, just share knowledge. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a question.
Thank you indeed.
No, I think we're done the questions now, so you could save
We're
it.
going for 4.5 hours, nearly 4
Save
hours.
it for next week.
Payment for next week, yeah. Meet you next Thursday. Don't forget the teaching on the 15, 16, 17, around that time from Ghana will come from Ghana. We'll teach from the knowledge seekers will come from Ghana direct live. Thank you very much.
Okay, I was going to show the Ghana as a screen share.
Yes, please do the Ghana and then we can go.
Do you want to show the actual video?
Yeah, show the video, yes. We are proud to be in Africa, and we are proud because there is so much knowledge coming out of Africa. It's unbelievable. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me get that set up here. That's...
Keshe Foundation Ghana, in association with Ghana Atomic Commission and Ghana Spaceship Institute, would like to invite you to attend the New Dawn, Africa's Meteoric Rise in Spaceship Technology Conference, October 17th through 19th, 2016, in Ghana. Keshe Foundation Ghana's mandate is to build awareness and promote research into plasma technology. The Foundation is presently working with governmental institutions and other interest groups in Ghana to fulfill this goal. At the conference, you will be afforded the opportunity to learn about and experience plasma technology firsthand. The cost of admission to the conference includes 3-night stay in one of Ghana's prestigious hotels. Hotel packages include a single, double, or twin room option, and an option for an apartment or suite. Breakfast, tea, and coffee breaks and a buffet lunch on the days of the conference are also included. Keshe Foundation Ghana is focused on utilizing plasma technology to solve numerous problems facing the African nation. Come to the New Dawn, Africa's Meteoric Rise in Spaceship Technology Conference in Ghana. Learn about plasma technology and learn how you can participate in spreading the word about it. Together, we can bring freedom to Africa and humanity. And we hope to see you there.
And that's the end of the 137th Knowledge Seekers Workshop of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute. Thank you everybody for attending, and we'll end the live stream now.